regional at home?
I mean, it's amazing. Having the whole team at the field last night, the atmosphere was great, and when we saw our name, everyone was just so excited, jumping up and down. So it's definitely a memory of mine to be the first team to host a regional at the university, so it was really special.
You guys, I think there were 13 seats, so you got, you had a little margin for error, but not a whole lot. I mean, were you guys anticipating getting a regional, or was it pretty nerve-wracking?
I mean, it went both ways. I mean, we didn't want to jinx it, so everyone was like, don't talk about it, don't talk about it. But none of us really expected us to be a 13 seed. I mean, the whole year everyone's kind of been underrating us, so having a 13 seed was like, wow, like we did that. So it was just amazing to see us that high up on the list.
Was it pretty crazy to see all 13 SEC teams get in for a second year in a row?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this conference is the best conference in the nation, and I'm not surprised. I mean, even the lower seeds like Ole Miss and Mizzou, like teams see them on their regional and they're like, oh my gosh, they're in the SEC. Like they know how to play. So even the ones that aren't hosting, they still got a good chance of winning their regional.
Y'all don't know anything about these teams that are coming in with Oklahoma State or DePaul or Wichita State?
We did play Wichita State earlier in the season, and we did lose 1-0, but we played in some really tough conditions. And when we saw them, we're like, yeah, we're ready for them. We're ready to get revenge on them. And we played Oklahoma State in the fall, so we are very familiar with these teams, and I'm very confident.
How big an advantage do you think it is for you guys to get to play at home?
I mean, every SEC every SEC stadium is just so amazing. The fans are awesome. So I think having the home field advantage is amazing. Having all of our home fans is awesome. So I'm ready to see what the turnout's going to be.
The baseball team's out of town. There's no track. Basically, you guys are about the only game in town.
Yeah.
People will be out there probably anyway, but especially kind of having the weekend to yourself athletic-wise, how big a deal is that? What do you expect from the fan base?
Yeah, I expect a lot of people to be there, even from opposing teams. But knowing that baseball's away, we hopefully will get a lot of baseball fans to come our way. So it's going to be really exciting.
Well, who all offered you out of high school scholarship-wise?
Actually, Arkansas was my only SEC offer, and that was a big part of me coming to the school because it's been my dream since I was a little kid to play in the SEC. So they were my only SEC offer, but I could have gone like to other Power 5 conferences.
Like which ones?
Oklahoma State. I could have went to Illinois, UConn. I can't really remember all of them exactly, but I had a lot of options like Minnesota. So I chose this one because I wanted to play in the SEC, the best conference in the nation. So that was a big decision for me to make to come here.
A couple of years ago, the program wasn't doing real well. I guess you were probably a high school sophomore year, and now you're hosting a regional after getting to go to the NCAA last year. I mean, were you anticipating things going this good at Arkansas when you signed?
Definitely not my first year. I mean, I knew the program was up and coming, but having this much success in my first year is awesome. I definitely exceeded my expectations for myself and the whole team in general. So having this much success so early is just the seasons to come. The sky's the limit.
I know it's your first year. Based on what you've seen, what do you think's been the key to a couple of years ago? Arkansas won 1 or 2 SEC games, and now hosting a regional. I mean, what do you think's key to the turnaround?
I think definitely our pitching staff. I mean, me and Autumn Storms have been really good, limiting our walks and just having really good pitching outings the whole season. So, and our hitting, we've really had more quality at bats than we have in the past. So, but I think definitely our pitching is what really pushed us over that hump in the SEC.
I was curious about the California kids that are on the roster, like Hannah and Autumn, I think. Just how big have they been this year, just kind of turning things around?
Yeah, I mean, coming from California, playing travel ball there, it's the best state in the country to play travel ball, just having that good competition. So coming in like them, playing it previously and knowing what they need to do is awesome. They've been really good leaders and have been a big part of the team so far.
Did you think Hannah would have a season like she did?
I didn't really know her coming in, but I've seen her in the fall. Her swing is awesome and amazing, and she just has the qualities that you want in a leader and a good player, especially being an underclassman. So I think I'm not surprised. I'm pleasantly not surprised, but I like how she's playing, and I'm not surprised that she's been doing so well because she's awesome, an amazing player.
What's been the key for her and yourself, being 2 freshmen, coming in and having the seasons you had in the SEC?
I guess just going at it and not being intimidated by these big name players that you're going to be playing against. I mean, especially from Hannah's standpoint, every SEC team has an All-American pitcher, and going in there as a freshman, her doing so well is just so inspiring for any freshman that comes in, that you can do whatever you need to do. This go at them and don't be intimidated.
Has Kayla Green been your catcher for most of the year?
Yes, she has.
So what's you guys' relationship like?
Well, she's my roommate, and actually on our official, I was like, this girl's probably going to be one of my best friends on the team. We have a really good relationship. Our personalities work well, and she's a really hard worker. I mean, in the fall, we didn't really have a catcher that just came out of the blue. They all had to work for it, and she definitely worked hard to get that spot, and it shows. Just every practice, she's always going at it, and she proved herself, and I'm happy with how she's been catching.